So someone asked about the lateral geniculate body and the PAC-man field. And as you know, PAC-man kind of looks like this. And so on a field, if we have a wedge homonymous hemianopsia that's pointing to fixation, this is the field defect that suggests that the problem is in the geniculate body. Either involvement of this wedge or the reverse of this field, which is you can have sparing of this wedge. So either involvement or sparing of this wedge is a PAC-man field in the geniculate body, and that's because the blood supply to the lateral geniculate body is very strange. And so if you look at the geniculate body, its blood supply, this middle part is supplied by a different artery than the outer parts, and that produces this very unusual PAC-man field. So we've got the anterior and the lateral posterior choroidal artery, and these two arteries supply different parts of the geniculate body. And so when we have this sparing of this wedge, that's the anterior choroidal artery. And when we have involvement of the little wedge, this is the lateral posterior choroidal artery. So involvement or sparing of the wedge to fixation suggests it's geniculate body, and you can have bilateral geniculate fields, and they can take on this kind of strange looking hourglass appearance because it's a bilateral geniculate field where you actually have two juxtaposed wedge sparing homonymous hemianopsis. So hourglass, PAC-man, or the wedge sparing, pick genic.